suck is Ja Rule in the plane.
man.
Trying to
Oh,
punch
man.
suck
Suck,
suck
man.
it.
Let's shake. Let's shake. Let's shake. Nothing really happened, but I just want to say this from my standpoint. I'm almost 50 years old. I'll be a grandfather.
Congratulations.
Proud grandfather coming in May. But I feel like, as a older statesman in the hip hop community, there's a responsibility that we have, to be gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I live by.
Imagine a moment so explosive it makes the Kardashians' most chaotic family brunch look like a calm tea party. That's exactly what happened when Ja Rule went full-on aggressive on camera, targeting none other than 50 Cent. The tension was thicker than a Hollywood script, and the internet exploded instantly. Phones were raised, live feeds went viral, and fans didn't just watch. They analyzed every second like forensic experts on caffeine. This isn't some petty feud over a diss track or a nightclub spat. This is two hip-hop titans colliding. History and ego wrapped into one explosive moment. Ja Rule didn't just speak, he attacked, aggressively, live, unfiltered. The kind of energy that makes security sweat and social media trend in real time. And 50 Cent? Calm on the surface, but you could feel the gears turning behind that composed glare. The clash wasn't just physical. It was psychological, theatrical, and completely viral. Every glance, every gesture, every word was dissected within seconds, turning a personal clash into a cultural headline. This is more than drama. This is narrative warfare. The world isn't just watching. They're participating, tweeting, reacting, and debating. And the question everyone is asking, will this end in reconciliation, chaos, or something far more unpredictable? The feud between Ja Rule and 50 Cent is one of hip-hop's most legendary sagas. And let's be honest, it's a narrative filled with fire, drama, and enough internet buzz to power a small country. Decades of diss tracks, public callouts, and social media barbs have set the stage for this latest explosive moment. But this time, it wasn't just whispers, subtle jabs, or behind-the-scenes shade. No, this was live, unfiltered, aggressive energy captured on camera for the world to dissect. Phones were up, fans were screaming, and the internet did what it does best. It erupted. Ja Rule didn't just confront 50 Cent. He went full throttle. The kind of confrontation that makes you rewind and question whether you're watching reality, TV, a music documentary, or an unscripted movie scene. His energy wasn't subtle. It was theatrical, raw, and designed to dominate the frame. The squad behind him wasn't incidental. Every glance, step, and hand gesture screamed, "This is serious." And social media was primed to amplify it before the first word even landed. 50 Cent, of course, didn't react like a rookie. Calm, composed, and calculating, he held his ground. But you could feel the gears turning behind that stoic glare. Every subtle shift in posture, every half smile, every pause before speaking became evidence in the court of public opinion. Fans weren't just watching a confrontation. They were watching a psychological chess match unfold in real time. The room was electric. Even security seemed tense, unsure whether to intervene or simply watch history happen. That's the thing about celebrity feuds. Sometimes the spectacle is as much about presence as it is about action. And in this case, presence had been dialed up to 11. The cameras didn't know where to focus. The aggression, the anticipation, or the subtle cues in 50 Cent's measured reactions. Social media reacted instantly. Clips of the confrontation circulated faster than a new diss track could drop. Hashtags began trending. Fans dissected micro-expressions like professional analysts. Some argued Ja Rule had the psychological edge. Others claimed 50 Cent's calm composure indicated dominance beneath the surface. Every comment, post, and reaction fueled speculation. This wasn't just a moment. It was a digital wildfire. Memes exploded across platforms. One viral edit showed Ja Rule charging forward like a Marvel villain, while 50 Cent stood as the unflappable superhero, arms crossed and expression deadpan. Another meme compared the confrontation to a WWE storyline, complete with dramatic text overlays and suspenseful music. The internet thrives on drama, and this moment was dripping with it. The timing was perfect, if such a thing exists in celebrity. Chaos. Neither artist planned for subtlety, and the unpredictability made it viral gold. Fans dissected every syllable, every glare, and every movement, creating a narrative that was both entertaining and tense. Comments threads stretched endlessly, debates ignited, and even casual viewers couldn't resist weighing in. Analysts took it further, theorizing about strategic intent. Was Ja Rule's aggression performative? Was it genuine frustration, a flash of unresolved tension, or a calculated move to dominate the media narrative? Was 50 Cent's calm a signal of confidence or a mask hiding a psychological counterattack? Theories flew faster than the clips themselves, each interpretation adding layers to the unfolding story. The feud's history added fuel to the fire. Years of public jabs, diss tracks, and subtle digs made every look, gesture, and word explode in significance. Fans weren't just watching an isolated event. They were witnessing the latest chapter in a decades-long saga that has shaped hip-hop's narrative for generations. The stakes weren't just pride. They were legacy, reputation, and cultural influence. Even casual viewers quickly became invested. People who normally scroll past celebrity drama paused, replayed, and analyzed the footage frame by frame. The confrontation transcended its physical space. It became a shared cultural experience, a story that everyone felt compelled to witness and comment on. Every micro-expression, pause, or inflection became part of the narrative. The confrontation wasn't just about ego. It was about presence, perception, and control. Ja Rule's aggression broadcast dominance, signaling he wasn't backing down. 50 Cent's calm was equally strategic, projecting confidence and patience. The tension between visible fury and quiet calculation created a story richer than any diss track could convey. Fans began theorizing about consequences. Would this escalate into more public jabs, a physical altercation, or a carefully choreographed media stunt? Would record labels, promoters, or social media platforms intervene? Or would they let the spectacle run its natural course? Every action had potential fallout, and the internet eagerly speculated on every possibility. Even mainstream media jumped in, framing the confrontation as a high-stakes showdown between hip-hop titans. Coverage ranged from objective reporting to sensationalized commentary, amplifying the drama further. Headlines declared that tensions escalate between Ja Rule and 50 Cent, and on-camera clash sparks internet frenzy, ensuring engagement across every platform. The social media aftermath was instantaneous. Every gesture was analyzed for hidden meaning, every word was parsed for intent. Fans argued over who had the upper hand. Memes and edits turned the confrontation into a digital chessboard where every viewer became an active participant. The spectacle was no longer just live, it was infinitely replayable, dissectable, and commentable. What made this moment truly explosive is that no punches were thrown, yet the impact was massive. Aggression alone, coupled with presence and history, created a viral storm. The intensity was enough to make casual viewers feel like they were witnessing a historic event. Social media didn't just react. It amplified, remixed, and elevated the story into legend before the actual fight or meeting could even unfold. Even subtle cues had public impact. A shift in posture, a hand gesture, a glance, these small signals became proof for fans' arguments. Memes turned into evidence, tweets into court filings in the court of public opinion. The drama wasn't just entertainment. It was a participatory event where every viewer's opinion contributed to the unfolding narrative. By the end of this first explosive day, the story had already spiraled beyond control. The narrative wasn't just about who looked aggressive or who stayed calm. It was about reputation, legacy, and cultural dominance. Ja Rule and 50 Cent weren't just entertainers in that room. They were symbols of influence. Ego and spectacle captured. Live for the world to analyze. And the cliffhanger? This is only the beginning. The footage is out. Fans are buzzing. Memes are multiplying. Analysts are dissecting strategy. The public is invested. And nobody knows whether this will escalate, de-escalate, or evolve into something even more viral. Dramatic and headline dash making. Once the footage of Ja Rule's aggressive on-camera confrontation hit the internet, social media erupted like a volcano of memes, commentary, and chaos. Fans immediately started dissecting every frame, freezing every glance, every subtle hand gesture, and every facial twitch. The energy was so thick, you could almost feel it through your phone screen. What should have been a simple face-off became a full-blown, multi-platform spectacle that demanded participation. Celebrities and influencers couldn't resist joining in. Tweets, Instagram posts, and cryptic emojis flooded feeds within minutes. Some appeared to support Ja Rule's aggressive stance, framing it as confidence and dominance. Others praised 50 Cent's calm composure, calling it ice-cold strategy worthy of a masterclass. Every reaction added layers to the narrative, and every fan account, meme page, and gossip handle jumped into the frenzy. The memes, of course, were instantaneous. One viral edit showed Ja Rule charging like a Marvel villain while 50 Cent stood like Batman waiting in the shadows. Another compared the confrontation to a WW showdown, complete with dramatic text overlays and suspenseful sound effects. Fans weren't just consuming content, they were participating, creating narrative and amplifying the spectacle for maximum engagement. Public debate hit a fever pitch. One side argued Ja Rule's aggression was a strategic display of dominance and intimidation. The other side claimed 50 Cent's calm demeanor projected control, patience, and confidence. Fans dissected every minor movement, the tilt of a head, a raised eyebrow, a subtle shift in stance, as if these were decisive moments in an epic chess match. Reaction videos multiplied across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Every second of footage was slowed down, replayed, and annotated. Influencers created mini documentaries, dissecting the history between the two artists, the context of the confrontation, and predicting what this aggressive display might mean for future interactions. It wasn't just entertainment, it was a viral narrative engine. Even mainstream media jumped in. Headlines screamed, Ja Rule goes aggressive on 50 Cent on camera, and historic hip-hop face-off goes viral. Analysts debated whether this escalation was genuine animosity or calculated theatrics. Opinion pieces speculated about strategy, ego, and reputation management. What could have been a brief online moment had now become a cultural event with international reach. Fans also theorized about potential outcomes. Could this spark a music beef? Will this escalate into a public showdown or remain a staged spectacle? Could past history influence the next move? Every tweet, thread, and TikTok attempt at analysis added fuel to the fire, and the public eagerly participated in crafting the evolving narrative. The drama became multi-layered. Ja Rule's aggressive energy dominated attention, but 50 Cent's calculated calm created tension that kept the audience guessing. Presence versus poise, chaos versus strategy, ego versus composure. The story was now about psychology as much as performance. Social media acted as both amplifier and judge, ensuring the moment would stay viral for days. Even casual viewers, who normally scroll past celebrity feuds, became invested. Clips were replayed hundreds of times, shared across multiple platforms, and embedded in commentary threads. Everyone became an analyst, weighing every glance, tone, and movement. The spectacle wasn't confined to the camera lens. It had expanded into public perception, meme culture, and pop culture commentary. The pop culture comparisons poured in. Some likened the scenario to Scarface, with Ja Rule as the aggressive figure and 50 Cent as the calm strategist. Others framed it like a high-stakes episode of The Sopranos, complete with tension, bravado, and unpredictable energy. Fans were consuming the event as drama, strategy, and spectacle all at once. Meanwhile, Ja Rule's supporters doubled down, praising his confidence, assertiveness, and refusal to back down. Every step he took, every gesture he made became symbolic of dominance and control. Conversely, 50 Cent's supporters highlighted restraint, strategic patience, and mental calculation, suggesting that calm composure often trumps flashy aggression in high-stakes scenarios. The situation evolved into a full narrative, with digital spectators constructing theories about intent, emotion, and future outcomes. Every action, clip, and post became part of a story that transcended the original event. Memes, fan reactions, and commentary videos all served to amplify the spectacle. making it bigger than either participant could control on their own. Even analysts on YouTube, Instagram, and podcasts debated the broader implications. Would Ja Rule's aggression translate into public perception dominance? Could 50 Cent's calm maintain his reputation for control? How might this affect music sales, streaming numbers, or public alliances? The conversation extended beyond the moment itself, becoming a sustained cultural phenomenon. Social media continued to thrive on speculation. Fans created polls asking who won the confrontation. Others crafted dramatic reenactments, overlays, and commentary videos. Every clip posted added another layer to the narrative, making it impossible to separate reality from spectacle. What had started as a brief encounter now had a full digital life of its own. By now, the narrative was fully self-sustaining. Engagement exploded, reaction videos went viral, and every fan and critic had an opinion. The story was no longer just a live confrontation. It was a cultural event with multi-platform reach. Every new clip, repost, or meme contributed to an ongoing saga that showed no sign of slowing down. Even mainstream outlets continued to cover the situation. Analysts debated the psychological warfare of aggression versus calm, the cultural significance of their feud, and the implications for their brands. The story had become layered, multi-dimensional, and impossible to ignore. The cliffhanger? Nobody knew what would happen next. Would there be another confrontation, another statement, or another viral video? Would alliances shift, reputations change, or new drama erupt? Every public appearance, post, or story could alter the narrative, keeping fans and analysts hooked in real time. In essence, what started as an on-camera aggression between two hip-hop legends had exploded into a digital, cultural, and psychological phenomenon. Fans, celebrities, and media alike had turned the confrontation into a living, breathing story replete with suspense, speculation, and endless debate. The feud had become not just personal but participatory. And one thing was certain, this moment wasn't going anywhere. The drama, the memes, the analysis, it would continue building, evolving and dominating headlines, proving that in today's culture, perception, presence, and timing can be as powerful as any punch thrown. By the time the footage of Ja Rule's on-camera aggression had been replayed 1,000 times across TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, the fallout had already begun. Public opinion was no longer just about who was right or wrong. It had evolved into a full-blown cultural spectacle. Blueface and 50 Cent were no longer merely music icons. They had become symbols of tension, strategy, and narrative warfare. Every glance, every gesture, every pause was now interpreted as a statement of power or dominance. Fans polarized immediately. One group hailed Ja Rule's aggression as raw, unfiltered confidence, a display of dominance that screamed, "I won't back down." Every movement was analyzed, every expression praised as tactical boldness. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's supporters celebrated his calm, calling it strategic patience, mental mastery, and proof that restraint beats theatrics. The clash was no longer a single moment. It had become an ongoing debate. Social media escalated the situation to absurd levels. Memes multiplied, comparing the confrontation to superhero showdowns, iconic movie standoffs, and even reality TV courtroom battles. One viral edit cast Ja Rule as a lightning bolt of chaos, while 50 Cent stood unmoved, like a mountain. Every fan, influencer, and commentator added layers, creating a self-sustaining narrative that dominated feeds and trends. Mainstream outlets jumped in to provide analysis, blending celebrity gossip with pop culture commentary. Headlines like, Ja Rule goes aggressive on camera against 50 Cent and historic hip-hop.
Tension sparks internet frenzy, plastered screens.
Analysts debated the psychological impact, branding consequences, and potential escalation, amplifying the drama far beyond the original clip. The reputational consequences were immediate. Ja Rule's public image gained an edge, bold, aggressive, unafraid to confront.
His energy was framed as decisive and headline-making.
Conversely, 50 Cent's calm demeanor reinforced his persona as strategic, composed, and untouchable under pressure. Both sides now carried layers of perception that extended far beyond the incident itself. Fans began theorizing potential next moves. Would Ja Rule escalate further? Would 50 Cent respond publicly in music or through subtle social media posts? Could this spark additional feuds, collaborations, or viral moments? The narrative had become multi-dimensional, extending beyond a single encounter to a saga with indefinite twists. Reaction videos continued to go viral. Every glance, pause, or micro-expression was replayed, annotated, and interpreted as evidence of power dynamics. The confrontation had become content itself, not just for fans, but for analysts, influencers, and meme creators who transformed the incident into an ongoing participatory spectacle. Even casual viewers became part of the narrative, replaying clips, sharing opinions, and creating their own commentary. The engagement wasn't passive. It was interactive, turning the confrontation into a viral ecosystem. Every post, meme, and debate added momentum, ensuring the story wouldn't fade quickly. The psychological layer of the drama became just as important as the visible aggression. Ja Rule's bold energy signaled dominance and confidence, while 50 Cent's calm highlighted patience and strategic thinking. Fans debated which approach would ultimately influence public perception, branding, and credibility. The confrontation wasn't just about ego. It was about narrative control, media. Analysts framed the encounter as a case study in celebrity communication. Ja Rule's aggression was seen as a tactic to dominate attention, while 50 Cent's composure demonstrated the power of calm confidence under scrutiny. Both approaches had advantages and risks, but the story itself had become the focal point. Far more than any single action. Engagement across platforms continued to grow. Hashtags, reaction compilations, and commentary threads spread the narrative globally. Fans, influencers, and even mainstream outlets contributed to the ongoing speculation, ensuring that the incident remained a trending topic well after the original clip went live. The confrontation now had lasting implications for both artists. Ja Rule's willingness to go aggressive enhanced his public image as bold and fearless, but also opened him to criticism of over-the-top theatrics. 50 Cent's composure reinforced his strategic brand, but also left room for critics to question whether restraint equates to passivity. Every public post or interview now carried added scrutiny. The drama also highlighted the evolving nature of celebrity culture. Personal conflicts are no longer private. They are amplified by social media, dissected for memes, and monetized for attention. Public perception becomes as important as the event itself. And both Ja Rule and 50 Cent are now participants in a narrative shaped as much by fans and media as by their own actions. By the end of the viral cycle, the incident had transformed into a cultural moment. Fans were debating, creating content, and speculating about next moves. Memes, videos, and commentary ensured the story persisted, reinforcing the ongoing tension and speculation. The clash had evolved from a single on-camera aggression to a saga with multiple layers: psychological, cultural, and digital. And the cliffhanger? The story isn't over. Every public appearance, social media post, or new interaction between Ja Rule and 50 Cent now carries the potential to add twists to the narrative. Fans are hooked, media analysts are engaged, and the internet is waiting for the next explosive development. The lesson is clear. In today's celebrity ecosystem, perception, presence, and public reaction are as critical as talent, timing, and past history. Ja Rule's aggression and 50 Cent's composure now define a narrative that will continue to dominate discussions, memes, and viral moments for weeks to come. Alright, now it's your turn to weigh in. Did Ja Rule go too far with that on-camera aggression, or was it the most bold, unfiltered display of dominance we've seen in years? And 50 Cent, icy calm or secretly plotting the perfect response? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't hold back. We want your hot takes, your wild theories, and the drama you've been saving. If this breakdown had your jaw dropping or your pulse racing, smash that like button like it owes you money. Don't tap it gently. Hit it with the same energy that made the internet explode the moment Ja Rule went live. Every like, every share, every comment fuels the narrative, and we're here for every second of it. Subscribe now. Because Fame Blueprint doesn't just report celebrity drama, we decode it, dissect it, and serve it with maximum sarcasm, outrageous, exaggeration, and over-the-top commentary you won't find anywhere else. Turn on notifications so you're first in line for the next explosive showdown, revelation, or viral clip. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Share this video with your friends who live for celebrity chaos, feuds, and internet spectacles. Let them know the drama is trending, the story is unfolding live, and the narrative is just heating up.
Every
reaction, meme, and viral moment adds layers. And you want to be part of it. This isn't just entertainment. This isn't gossip. This is storytelling at its loudest, wildest, and most viral.